was fucking incredible. I saw some people bitching about it online. I don't know how. It was, in my opinion, the top 5 halftime show of
Dante
all
had
time.
the great post about
What
it.
did Dante say?
It was like a fucking pair of 409s, and the caption was like everybody that hated the fucking halftime.
Like worst halftime show ever.
Yo,
Just
and I was
old
with
white people.
I was with a bunch of those people during that show, and I couldn't understand a word. Nobody here liked it. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, you guys are the fuck. They're like Tom Petty. That was a fucking Super Bowl. You're like, oh
shut the
my
fuck
fucking
up,
god.
dude. Dave, I have a question. Did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it.
You are, because in our group chat, me and Kenny were like, best halftime show of all time, and you said you're all a bunch of cunts, and I was like, what are you talking about? And you're like, Kenny, you're a cunt.
Yeah, true. That's right.
You were hammered.
I said that. The only thing is I was at a bar, so I didn't get, like, if I was in front of a TV, like, you know, at a party or something, it would have been a little different. But I didn't have the best acoustics for it, but I really liked it. I thought it was great.
Move. What was your opinion?
Dave, Chief told me that they almost didn't even play the audio for it, and he had to like set them straight.
Yeah, I mean, so and I don't actually care about the commercials, but they were playing music during the commercials and shit. I'm like, yo, it's a fucking Super Bowl. We can leave the Kanye West for after the Super Bowl, you know?
No, you
like, stop playing music. Just leave the fucking TV volume on and shut the fuck up.
Move. What was your opinion on the halftime show?
Good.
I thought it was great. The only issue like that I had with it, I think Mary J Blige, she could have picked some better songs, because Mary J Blige, those 2 songs were like 2001, 2002, but her audience extends even 10 years behind. And so for her to have that kind of platform, you could have got Real Love. She could have really brought
Family Affair.
Yeah. You know,
like No More Drama was awesome. I was so happy. I was not expecting that at all. Like,
yo, she sounded incredible.
But didn't you think that was like a downer song for a Super Bowl?
Well, my question is, did Dre produce that?
Yeah, he put the whole thing together. He presented it to the NFL.
No. What I'm saying is, I think she might have picked that song because Dre produced it. I think that was the whole point of it. Was that
what's the name of the song?
Everything was produced by Dre. No More Drama.
Got it.
But honestly, I thought Mary J was the thing I took away from it first. She sounded incredible. She was fucking awesome. From what I did hear, actually, Eminem was supposed to have a longer set, and he cut his set short so that 50 could have a spot too, which I thought was Dante. You called the 50 thing, didn't you?
Dre did produce that song, by the way.
There you go. There's your answer.
There it is.
Boom.
That makes sense.
Dante, didn't you call 50 coming out?
Yeah, I thought we were gonna see. I called a few others though too. I thought we were gonna see like Ice Cube.
Yeah.
How did we not see Cube?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I thought the same.
I thought it was
guess
funny
that's
though.
true.
Like, did you guys see how butthurt the game was? After
No.
he was pissed that he didn't get asked. He was he did like a TMZ thing.
Yo, the history that was made with that performance, just because it was fucking essentially in Compton, 3 of them back to Compton, 30 years, 30 plus Grammys between them.
Yep.
Yo,
I know.
put some fucking respect on the name. You know what I mean?
Here's the thing, though. If you could have, and it sucks to armchair quarterback because it was fucking awesome. Don't get me wrong, but you're always gonna second guess something. If you had your choice, how would you have run it in your dream scenario, and what songs? I'm curious.
Ooh.
Are you talking to me?
And all you, like, what did you wish you heard?
I wish Eminem would have done a different song. There'd be 100 million different songs that he could have done.
I knew he was going to do Lose Yourself.
Like, I know, but like that's a little, I guess, whatever. But Dre had to do that song. The Tupac shout out was fucking tight. A different Blige song for sure. But Kendrick's voice when I made full goosey boys all across my body. That motherfucker's voice is unlike anything else.
Dude, All Right was a perfect pick. I love that fucking song. It was sick. I don't know that there was anything that I wanted to hear from like a DNA maybe. Like DNA would have set the fucking place off. I think that would have been sick. Or like Humble would have been sick too. Although
he's past it all. He's too past it all. Oh, but I guess I don't know.
When he started with Mad City, like just from like and Move will know this, like just from a DJ perspective, like that song still today gets everyone's fucking ears perked, fucking goes off, and then for him to like switch into another song, if he had dropped into Humble with that like, you know, nobody pray for me, like the crowd would have, like when that fucking beat dropped, that place would have went bonkers. That was my only thing. And then like we already talked about Mary J. She's got some really good party songs that would have fucking like just kept the mood up, I think. But I would have loved if Dre and Snoop started out with G Thing and just volleyed back and forth rather than like, you know, Snoop do his verse. And
first thing I said when it was over was, "That's it." It felt so short to me. I guess I just wanted them to do so much. Yeah.
Dude, I think number one thing, the first thing I took away, because it was the first thing that happened, Snoop sounded incredible. He was
they all did.
And the fact that
also Anderson .Paak too on drums.
Dude, that was
so many people thought that was big. So many haters were like, they weren't even rapping. It was pre-recorded. They were like, that was live. They just sounded incredible for a stadium. Like it sounded like studio quality. It was awesome.
I just want to say this from the top. The fact that we got Snoop Dogg crip walking during the Super Bowl halftime show is a fucking moment in history. That was one of I literally, before he walked on stage, I was like, dude, if he crip walks, this is going to be fucking amazing. Like 2 seconds in, he crip walked on stage. Thought that was amazing. I thought Anderson .Paak's solo, just the fact that he was on the stage after almost being homeless like 6 years ago was incredible. I thought Dre was great. I thought M had to do that song. I don't like
Eminem's the man, dude. He personally asked Pac, like he wanted him drumming. He wanted it to be longer. He lobbied Dre to make it longer. And for some reason, don't you remember halftime shows being like 20,
half an
30
hour
minutes long?
Yeah, half an hour, yeah.
That one went so short. I think everyone
they only
in the
do
world
that
was
if it's
why
like
is it so short?
Bruce Springsteen or Tom Petty.
And not only did Dre like make that all happen, but he pretty much gave the spotlight to everyone else but himself. And he put up $7 million.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
He to do that,
dude. He put $7 million of his own money into it. I don't know what it went into because it wasn't really a ton of bells and whistles, but yeah, $7 million he paid.
I loved how simple it was. I thought that was amazing. The fact that it was such a simple performance, I thought it was great. But yeah, that was legitimately history.
So I didn't realize this, Kenny. I was in LA this weekend for the game, and I was watching the news that night, and they were interviewing like the lady that owns Tam's Burgers, and I didn't realize that those things they were dancing on, those like white like pods, those were replicas of Tam's Burgers, some other place, in Randy's Donuts, which I've been on the record are
really
the best
I didn't even know that.
The best donuts I've ever had in my entire life. Yeah, there were 3 like iconic LA places, and the Tam's place was smashed with customers. And the newscaster was like, "How did you think about being like front and center in the Super Bowl?" She was like, "We had no idea. Like we saw our logo, and we started going crazy."
They didn't even tell them. That's so sick.
Now, isn't that sick?
Awesome.
I thought
everything was great about it. I like the fact that Eminem got to fucking take a knee and protest at the fucking halftime show. Like giant audience, and also kind of a fuck you to the NFL, because the NFL just constantly fucks up in all things like, I don't know, politically correct. Like they like to like say one thing and then they constantly
I loved the take that was like, all the people upset about Eminem taking a knee, I thought they were boycotting the NFL. Are they watching? What are we doing here? You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Oh, dude. I don't know. I just thought, because right away, as soon as the line came up, when Kendrick skipped and we hate Popo, and then the next thing it came up was not loving police, my first thought was like, oh man, there's going to be a lot of rednecks mad about this. I can't wait to see Twitter after this. And you know what? Fuck them. It's free speech, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it's all about. And I want to give a shout out to that fucking halftime performance was outstanding. I thought that, like, in recent memory, one of my favorites.